There
we go. Walaikum salam.
Say that your teachings are so helpful. Every day one of my questions is answered, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Allah bless you.
Just requesting your special du'as for the people and the government of our country. I share your content, but a lot of people have very bad experiences or impressions about tariqas. How does one explain the importance to someone who is not so ready to listen, however they question to be convinced persuasively?
I think that whatever experience people have is Allah giving the way is based on taste. So it means you can only understand good food if you've eaten a lot of bad food, because what are you going to compare good with? So a seeker, their life is to seek. So it's not something that falls into your lap, because people now everybody is like drive-through, they're expecting it's just going to come to them, and life is about seeking, salik, that they went. So the analogy, because the reality is a taste, you taste the reality. It's just not only charming to your ears but it resonates to the depth of the heart, and it's exactly what I was hungry for. So Allah put the hunger in my heart and He put the desire to seek out its nourishment. So I would listen to people, that's not what I was hungry for. Listen to something else, that's absolutely not what I was hungry for. So the hunger has to be there, otherwise just giving you prime food and you're not hungry, you don't know what to do with it. So the concept of a salik, one whom truly Allah guides, is puts a desire, now go out and seek a reality. So they've had experiences, they've had dreams, they have had many things that gave them a taste, and now they need to find where is that oasis, and where am I going to take and reach to that taste. So if somebody is not in that condition, it's not a plate that we make and we just keep giving to people.
As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below. The programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share this stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
People, they're not a salik, Allah didn't put in their heart to seek anything, so what do they know of what's good or bad? So that's why we don't sort of take the plate and force everybody to eat it. Don't go to your relatives and say, now okay you have to follow this and do like this. We just ask people to share the teachings, share the charity website, share the articles, share videos. Not only to your relatives that may come back and keep trying to argue with you, but to unknown sources, groups, chat groups, social media groups that are posting thousands, just continuously blanket. Imagine in the old days they would put flyers in an airplane, they would go in the sky and drop 30,000 flyers, and they took over countries like that. Where all of a sudden one day everybody got a flyer that there's a revolution. That's called marketing. Well, we can do that through the internet. 1,000, 2,000 good students posting every day is thousands and tens of thousands of posts, because they get shared by 1 person, 2 people, 10 people, 500 people, get seen by 500 people. So you can imagine how quickly the word gets out. So my son told me, oh there's all these ethnic guys, Iranian, Afghani guys, they've all seen your videos, and they keep coming up to me and say, who's this? He says, this is your dad? I said, why, how do they see it? And YouTube, because of our comments, And because of the algorithm of our people making comments, you're training their computer to think, oh, this shaykh's videos, people like to interact with him. So that's exactly what they want, is interaction. So anyone with ethnic background, Muslim background, watches some other Muslim channel, inevitably will receive the feed, because this is how you play with their algorithm. That's why we ask our people, get on every video and make your nice comments. I watched it, these are my notes from it, interact. It's a classroom. One, you get the nazar of these eyes of the shaykhs and all who are above them telling them to teach like this. So we get the nazar and we get it written for us that we interacted and that we promoted, and as a result this algorithm goes everywhere. So this is what we mean by spreading da'wah. But for the individual salik and seeker of realities, they've sat many places and had horrific food. You know, I've sat with people who say things I could never imagine, and I never asked Allah why. I always knew that if I don't taste these things, how would I understand the beatific oasis that Allah led me to and continues to lead us, because I continue to hear and see these things and believe like who trained this man to talk like this, to argue with this person, to insult this person. Then you know they don't have a shaykh, and that somebody who has a shaykh, how Allah means that you're truly guided, because everything that man talks about has no reward from Allah. So then he's wasting, he may look back 20 years of his life of arguing and debating on social media and find out that Allah threw all his actions away. And whom Allah guides, truly guides, is when you're guided is when you're guided to these gentlemen, these chivalrous men of Allah who taught to have good character, be kind, be loving, be humble, fearful that what you got of knowledge is not to debase and to destroy people, but to uphold and to lift people, inspire people. And all those people who feel inspired, you go to bed sleeping good. Ya Rabbi, I may myself be in distress, but all those people who feel good, and if you're happy with what I did, send me a relief to myself, my family and my loved ones and my community. So it means our whole system is based on this way of good manners, but you don't understand good manners until you've seen people with bad manners. Whether they call themselves tariqah, whether they call themselves imams, whether they call themselves shaykhs, doesn't matter. Just like bad food doesn't mean you're not going to eat anymore. So anybody who gives these ridiculous examples, oh we've had a lot of bad experience, well it's like food, did you stop eating? No, even if you get salmonella poisoning you're going to go back to eating chicken. Even if you for a month say, I'm never going to eat chicken again because I got so sick from this, eventually you're going to go back to it. So you don't give up eating, these are sort of life's functions. Same with tariqah, realities and Islam, you never give up on it. You just have to reach the oasis that you're meant for, that you drink from it you feel nourished, you eat from it you feel nourished. You don't need to sit at somebody else's oasis when you feel you're being nourished. There are people who say, I joined such a group, such and such, doesn't matter, but I never hear from them, I never even hear talk. They speak only fluent Arabic, I don't speak Arabic. Well, I think maybe you were at the wrong group and you entered to the wrong oasis. Maybe somebody led you there to think that that's your oasis, but your oasis has to be in your language. Means that you have to understand what this shaykh is talking about, that it resonates with your heart. If you don't hear him, the first function is already lost. Our way is called samina wa atana, means I heard and I obeyed. If I don't have the capability of hearing this individual speak, how can it resonate with my heart? So it means you were just sent to to taste something, you were interested by it. Was it meant for you? No. You have to go to where your garden, your meal is something that is palatable for yourself. Means you understand what the shaykh is talking, you have a way of communication with the shaykh. Do you need to call him? Absolutely not. How could he possibly handle tens of thousands of phone calls coming in that never want to get off the phone, they just want to keep talking. So the system of communication is very easy now. I talk this way through tens of thousands of people. If they want to talk back they can ask on the open forum if it resonates with everybody and appropriate for everybody, or helpme@nurmuhammad.com. They email their questions, whatever their concerns. And we already have, this is not the first time we've done this, 35 years there are form letters that address all of these subjects. How to meditate, how to connect, how to get your ta'weez, how to have energy. There's nothing new under the sun. Nobody has a story that's new, they just have new facts that are based on their own personal experience, which actually the facts don't matter. You don't have to explain how all of the functions of the family and all the difficulty, is straight away goes straight into anger and patience. So the facts are not necessary. Who did, what did, who's to blame, that's not necessary. It's only the energy and how to protect ourselves from the energy, how to have good manners. So no, the system is already there, and that is the reality of being salik, is I'm on a path to seek out. I'm going to come across many flavors that are absolutely not pleasant to me, and the one that resonates with my heart and my soul, it locks. And for Mawlana Shaykh, the resonance of the teaching that was finished, that locked us. Anything else we heard